Right, rain stop play. Absolutely soaking. Very wet, very mucky, tired. Right, so this is where I'm going to stop in a minute. It's got a few bits to tidy up. This is where we got to. Just got that lot covered up because apparently it's dropping to -6 million or something tonight. I don't know, but it should help protect it overnight anyway. So back here, so the trenching bucket on the digger from the driveway hooked out all this stuff, came through the hedge and hooked it all back out, which was fine. Managed to get the digger up here, turned it all on the skewy thing there, and managed to get it right down here. So hopefully this fitting now, there's the adapter which sits, I just dropped it, one more of these here to here. And then there's actually a little circle here somewhere that pops out, and then this mates into the bottom of it somehow, like that. I don't know. So the last one, which is just down there, goes on here. This goes on the bottom of the little circly thing. It mates into this 4-inch pipe in here, which then in turn, so that goes about there. So now that 4-inch pipe there needs to go that way. So I need to remove some more stuff out of here, but oh boy, I tried to started off doing it by hand and then decided to give the digger a go, and as I say, I've scooped it through from the other side of the hedge, which was a really smart move because, and that's Kate's idea to be fair. I wasn't going to use the digger, but that would have been a big mistake. So it's ripped out these things, and there's a few more dotted around inside there somewhere. I don't know where they've gone. Where's the other big one gone? I want to put it down somewhere else around there. Yeah, they were big. So it's hit bedrock basically, as you can see by the colour of it. Well, bedrock, it's slate, so it does actually kind of, it's not like really heavy iron based stuff. Still bloody heavy, that is, though, really heavy. Remember Kate's basket on wheel thing? That's where this might come in. If I've got to move them long distance, then I'll go and get the trolley and just trolley it around. So I've left a bit of topsoil here, just a tiny bit, just to try and fill it back in, but I'm thinking I might actually just get hold of the builder first thing Monday. The builder's coming back to continue this on Tuesday, so what I'm thinking, go to the builder's supplier and get some, maybe get like a 1-ton bag of pea shingle or something. I've still got oik out this middle bit just here, and then I'll get a nice gradual slope. Oh yeah, I've got on the road a sec. So pea shingle in there just to protect it, because it's full of these stones, it really is. I don't really want it splitting the pipe, you know, if the pipe's going to go in, I might as well try and protect it, so a bit of pea shingle will do that. I don't know what I'm doing, apart from going to the road. I'm checking to make sure that I've left nothing out in the rain, because it has got really wet. So this is something I was doing earlier on. I was just driving, as I brought the digger up the track, I just literally run it along the edge, because I'm trying to imagine what it might be like to square up this edge. And this side gave me a bit of inspiration. So I did it here before I put the digger claw through and pulled out the trenching bucket there. And this has actually given me a bit of an idea here. So when I look down the drive now, that tiny little 90 degrees is created just there. I'm going to take it down from this point here, straight down to that post. I'm going to do a straight line down there. That will reduce the kind of dependency on this width of this thing. So it'll bring it in just a little bit. But then I also thought, well, I've got the bucket on there, I've got the 9-inch bucket. What I might do, I might actually scratch out a trench all the way down there. And then that drainage that's over there, that stuff's really, really cheap. And I'm thinking, I think I've said before, I'm thinking about ordering some more so that I can take water from, surface water from here, and eject it right across onto this slope. Because this is all our land, you know, down this slope here. If I stand up on here, it drops away here down to that lane, and that's about, crikey, 8-10 metre drop, something like that, down to there. So I'm thinking of ejecting the water across here with some of those drain things, just put them right in at ground level, and there is a sort of natural slope there anyway, putting all the wastewater this way. And that's my plan, because I don't want it sitting on here. See how it sits and it puddles really quickly? Yeah, quite like the idea of that. So more of that guttering, drainage, whatever it's called, guttering stuff over here, And I'll probably buy it with the metal tops in Kate's got a choice if she wants to keep the black tops or the silver tops and this stuff. But then equally, I can put some of it down here. The cheap stuff is about £5.70 a metre. So to give you an idea of what that looks like, if you multiply 570 by 10, you get £60. £60 is this edge here. I'll stand over in this corner of the garden and look back again. I'm so wet, everything's just dripping. So that's 10 metres roughly. So I've got 10 there, and that's 8. Ooh, to the end of the patios. That's 8 metres. Don't look it, does it? It is. No, it's not. I'm lying. This is 10. That's 8 to there. So that's roughly 6 metres to the end. So patio's roughly 10 by 6. This little robin just popped in just down there. Peeper. So that's £60. That guttering. It's really, really cheap. £5.70. So for about £8 or £9 you can get it with like the metal caps rather than these black ones. I wanted black ones because I deliberately like the slots. The slots run down the length of it. See this? And I like that because I want to have it just accentuate the length of this run, and then it will go that way. And of course, because it's long slots, it will accentuate the length. So when you're here, which is you're sort of exiting the house prime area, you'll have a sort of view that way and this way. So just playing with like trick of the eye kind of thing. Yeah, I quite like that drainage stuff. It's really easy to put down as well. Simple mortar mix underneath it. Get it level with a string. Whack it down. I almost thought we were going to just run it straight across here and straight out there, but this is probably going to be some turf at some point, we think. Lawn, where it's called. And then bridging it onto here, and this might stay as well. So if it does, we don't want a black thing running right across the middle or silver. So that's the reason we're putting this under the ground and down, ejecting it out there. And that's also why I'm thinking of putting it along the road, because if it costs 60 quid, that 10 metre length, well, I'll put 20 metres of it down the driveway. It will also steer some of the water, so it doesn't really matter here because it runs off so well. It's so hard. So the whole driveway, you know, normally a digger would just scoop all of this up, like it has done the lawn. It would just trash it, but it's hard. It's really hard. So look, it's like embedded. It's just embedded stone and rock. It literally is rock hard. Yeah, that's a digger turning there. You do that on turf and it would just completely lift it all up. So that's it. Right, rain stopped, but I'm going in because I'm shattered now. I had to dig a lot of that by hand, and the digger, when it works, it makes it really easy work. But when you have to get out and use the shovel, it's hard work. So I'm going to go and lock the workshop. Let me actually take this down as I'm going. Yeah, I like this. Look at that slightly square edge of it. So I like the idea of having a drainage channel. It would just steer the runoff, all the water coming down, which at the moment makes its own way, which, you know, it's fine. I just thought that'd be nice, because I don't like that. So just chop this corner off here. Right from that post, right the way up, drainage channel. And by the time you're here, we're just about on level ground. So when it rains, water comes down and it's so steep on the side here. So bear in mind, this is, I think it's 5 metres high, 4 metres, can't remember. Yeah, so that line there, that's 2 metres, that's 3 metres there, and that is roughly 4 metres on the end of that thing there, which is roughly level. That's 4 metres. So the water that runs down, because there was all this crap in there, there was water seeping through into the workshop. It wasn't having a major issue because of the way I've protected the bottom of the shelves that I've put up. They've got like plastic shoes on the bottom, socks on the bottom, so you can see the staining that was here before. Moisture would come across and just bleed through gently. It didn't really go anywhere. By the time it got here, it just got sucked into all of the concrete. But I just didn't like it. So today it's chucking it down and it's dry, and all I've done is oik out all that crap from the side. Oh, forgot I left that there. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Right, so this is, I want to clear right down here, and the same I'm talking about with the guttering that I want to put in along the driveway. I'm going to turn and go along here, but much wider, the width of the digger. I'm going to actually drive the digger if I can. So I've started to work it out here. I want to clear at least 1 metre all the way down there. This is going to become quite steep here, but I don't care, because it's actually quite robust, all of this. Once you get down past the top layer, there's a lot of rock and stuff. But even now, just getting rid of that rubbish, it's not bleeding through, which is fantastic. So it's actually just going past the workshop, which is great. So I just want to get down there, clear it out, and then we'll backfill it with some those metal cages with stones in them, the gabions I've been going on about. We'll put a layer of gabions down there. Right, that's it, 11 minutes. God, I talk a lot. Not much else to talk about, I don't think. I'm going to need to move all this metal work here. It's just, I left it out just because I was too tired to do it. I'm going to move it around here and put it with this like gate that I've chopped in half. And I've got the corrugated sheets which are down there on the little trailer. There's some 10-foot sheets down there, and that's going to bring this back to life. I'm going to chop some of the sheets and put them on the inside here, just to bring down so this, so it goes down to floor level really. Don't care about the colour, got a plan for that, and there's a whole sheet there to go in there. Around the back, I'll put the bitumen coated stuff here just to store it for the moment. It also means that stuff underneath won't be able to grow as much. I'm going to take these off, and behind there's some crappy old windows. I want to take them out and put some sort of corrugated plastic over the top of it. And then I've basically been looking at firing up the compressor and painting this. Just getting a load of green paint and spraying it. So I've got spray guns and stuff. Spray the whole thing green, I think, if Kate agrees. And then these edge panels here, probably just a different colour, just so it doesn't look quite as crap as it is. I'd like to be able to go onto the road, which is right over there, and look back and not see this, rather than go over there, look back, and it looks like a, well, it looks like a big tin shed. This door is actually quite a good door. This door works. If I was to slam this shut now, it would actually self-lock itself, which is fantastic. And these doors here, this is a door, obviously. That's also a door, so it's hinged. And it's presumably so you can get like big tractors in there and stick it over the pit on the floor. But I'm going to seal this up. I want to seal this up, at least make it more permanent. I'm thinking of scraping out all of this top stuff here, this loose gravelly, whatever the hell that is, put in some shuttering, which is wood that big, around the edge, and getting a concrete lorry in and just basically fill it up. I might put a bit of rebar on the floor, I don't know, to strengthen it. Not sure yet, that's another day. I don't need that at the moment. Oh look, that wood's going to get wet now because I left the door open. That wood's been sat there for like 4 weeks. Absolutely bone dry, because this stuff seems to suck up all the moisture. But there we are, when you leave the door open, it's going to get wet, so I need to shut the door. Right, on that note, even though the sun's just come out, I'm going indoors. Bye.